Gina. Today I have a bargain bead box to open for you. I opened one on my other channel, Gina's Gem Creations, last month. And I decided this month to open one on this channel and perhaps make something with you out of it on this video. I haven't looked at the beads yet, so I don't know what's in there. But this is called Bargain Bead Box. It comes in a bag to save on costs. It is $17.95 a month, and you can go to bargainbeadbox.com to get your subscription. Use the code GGC2 to get $2 off your first bag if you're a new subscriber. So let's go ahead and look and see what's inside this. Now, first of all, I did take out the piece of paper that comes with it, and this one's called Desert Sun, and it gives you a coupon that you can use for your next purchase on Beadbox Bargains. And there's a creation contest, so you can send a picture of what you make and enter the contest for a $25 gift certificate. And on the back of it is the list of everything that's in the box. So let's go ahead and look and see what's in here. $17.95 is one of the cheapest subscription boxes I've found. So, and usually it's one of the better ones for the Bargain Bead Box. So let's look and see. It's nicely wrapped in tissue paper. And it comes in this pretty little bag that you can use again to put your jewelry and stuff in. And this was Desert Sun, yes. So it looks like it's going to be some yellows and golds and things like that. So let's look and see what we've got in here. I'm just going to dump it all out. Wow, there's quite a bit of stuff in here. And there's some gemstones and lots of components. Let's see what we've got here. I'm just going to lay this out, and then I'm going to look at the key and see if I can figure out what's what to show you. So 5-piece 11x9 embossed fluted beryl beads. So let's see if I can find some beryl beads here. Well, here they are. And this is really pretty. Let me get you closer so you can see. I'm going to move this stuff back and we will look at the beads individually. Don't you see, these are actually some metal. I really like metal beads. And it says metal used as high quality lead-free pewter alloy with antique silver finish. That's nice because you don't usually get pewter. You usually get some weird mystery metal. These are nice, good weight. Look at how pretty those are. That's a nice quality bead. I like that. And I can do something with that. I love my metal beads when I'm stringing especially. They just make pieces look nicer. And then let's see, we got 2-piece sun pendants. Let's see. Here we go. Sun pendants. That looks more like a toggle to me. Let's see. Well, this is 3-piece. This isn't the sun pendants. This, because it says 2 pieces. I think these are the sun pendants, but there's a little bit more than 2 pieces in there. Let me see. Aha! I found them. So here is the 2-piece 34 by 31 millimeter sun pendants. Look at those. Those are really good size and really cute. And again, the metal is nice. So that is nice. I like that. We're going to have to make something with some of this stuff. And then, let's see. I opened these toggle clasp. It's 3 sets sunburst toggle clasp. Those are really cute. I'm always looking for a cute toggle clasp. Sometimes the ones you get are so boring, and I always try to find something with a little bit of character to them. I like that. That's really pretty. So, what did I do with that bag? Oh, there it is. So I'm going to put these back in the bag. I've got 3 of those. And then 30 piece 6 by 4 millimeter Chinese crystal rondelle beads. So I think that's this. Let's see, 30 piece 6 mil. Yeah, that's what this looks like, 6 by 4. Look at how pretty those are. They have the sunny look to them too. Nice themed box. Good color coordination. Nice quality stuff. Pretty happy with this so far. And then this is one of my favorite boxes. This one actually comes with stuff, especially if you're a stringer. You really enjoy this box because there's so much in it. And then let's see, 20 piece 8 by 5 millimeter embossed bead caps. Oh, yeah, I like a bead caps. So let's look at these. These are pretty too. They're nice little rosy looking, little flowery looking bead caps. I get you close so you can see them. Pretty. I like that. That's nice. Just so nice. And I will definitely use those. I really like bead caps. And then, what do we have after that? We have 10 piece, 10 millimeter fossil coral round beads. Fossil coral. I think that would be these. Because this looks like glass. So let's see. And this is 10 piece. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, I'm going to say that's these. Nice gemstone type of bead. Oh, they have some really pretty texturing to them. Really nice. Pretty gemstones. I like that too. There isn't anything so far I don't like. Of course, I'm a big gemstone fan. They are my favorite. If I'm going to make a piece for me to wear every day, it'll be a gemstone piece. And then we have 100 piece 4 millimeter Chinese crystal bicone beads. So here are those. Let me get these out. Those are pretty. Nice sunny color, very sparkly. And back off a little. I look a little blurry here. It's really nice. And 100 pieces, at least you can do something with it. Let's put those away. And back off a little more here. And then we have 10 piece 19.5 millimeter sun charms. So I think that's, let's see, 10 piece 19 millimeter. That could be this one or the other one. Let's see. Yeah, this isn't 10 piece. So that is this one. These are cute little sun charms. And they're pretty enough on both the front and the back. Sometimes charms irritate me. You get them and the front is so pretty, but the back isn't. And when you dangle them from a bracelet or something and they turn, they're just not as pretty. So I like them when they look nice on the back too. These are all very nice themed, all sunny, deserty, pretty themes. And then after that we have 10 grams 4.5 by 3.5 medium millimeter, not medium, bumpy spacer beads, and that would be these. I know that because I use these spacer beads a lot. I like them. I think they really add a little bit of pizzazz to whatever you're making. And like I said, metal beads I like anyway. So those are really nice. And there's plenty of them in here. You can actually make something. That's what I like about it too. You don't get 4, you know, and then you're trying to be creative, figure out how to use them. And then we have 6 piece 26.5 by 19 millimeter sunburst chandelier components. So that would be this. We can make really pretty earrings with those. Or even a pendant and have something hang down. Maybe I'll do that. I haven't decided yet, but those are really pretty. I like that. So we've got the chandelier pendants and chandelier components. They could be an ear component. They could be a pendant component. Those are really cute. And then 7.5 strand 8mm faceted round picture jasper beads. So let's see, the 7.5, that's probably this one, because those look a little bit bigger. So let's see, let me measure this real quick, and I will tell you if this is the right one or not. Okay, 5mm. Yep, that's the right one. And this is picture jasper, and I've always liked picture jasper. It's just kind of warm and earthy, and I like it. So that is the 7.5, and there's a whole strand of those, so you can do something cool with those. And then 12-piece 10.5 by 8.5mm glass Saturn beads, light magma AB. I think that would be this, because these are shaped like Saturn, so... Huh, good hint, huh? Those are pretty. I like those. Look at that. That's different. I like that. Pretty, pretty, pretty. Yep, fun. Have to string something fun with these things. And then we have three sets. Oh, we already went through the sunburst toggle class, so we did that out of order, but we did that. 1 meter, 4mm Rollo steel chain. That's here. I like the Rollo chain. It's nice and strong, and you don't have to worry about it falling apart. Like, and there's a lot of it. So, look at that. There's a lot of that. Nice. This is a nice box. I am quite impressed by it. It's good. I think this is my favorite box, to tell you the truth, the subscription box, and I've had quite a few of them. And this is my second one of this, and it's as nice as the first one. So, 7.5 strand, 4mm matte picture jasper beads, and that would be this one. These look 4mm to me. And that would go well with your other picture jasper beads, if you want to do something graduated in size. And then we have 55 by 35mm picture jasper oval pendant. Now this is big. Look at this. Nice, huge pendant. Really pretty picture jasper. Nicely polished. And that's really pretty. I like to use pendants like this too to do my embroidery, bead embroidery, and then I just come through the hole after I've embroidered it. I come through the hole through the back of my embroidery matting and put a dangle down the hole, and then for my embroidering I'll do a bail, and I really like doing that. That's nice. But this I'll probably just make a necklace or something, but we'll see. I like that. And then 8-inch strand of 10mm dark red agate cube beads. So this is nice. These are agate. They're actual gemstone cubes. And look at that. It's really pretty. Nice quality. Highly polished. Looks great. The color combination on there is nice. I really like that. That's really pretty. Feels good too. And then 8-inch strand. Well, so somehow, this isn't on here. I must have skipped it somehow, but there's another, 15-inch strand, 6mm picture. Maybe these are the 7.5 and this is the 6 millimeter. Maybe that's what it is. I barely measured that, so. These are really nice because they're kind of faceted. You can see the facets on them. Well, maybe you can. I can, but hopefully it's coming across on the video too. Really pretty. So that is an awful lot of beads, my friends, for $17 now. It says on the bottom, approximate total retail value is $59. So that's a good bargain for 17 bucks. Let me let you look at this. And then I'm going to decide what I want to make and what I'm going to make it with as far as stringing stuff. And we'll make a quick little thing together so that we'll give you an idea of how to use your bead box. If you would like a little bit of inspiration, you never know. So anyway, that's a lot of beads. Oh, and look, Gina, they're numbered. I knew that from the last time, but they're numbered according to the list too. So all I had to do was look at the list and the bag. Duh, hindsight, huh? Okay, I'll be back in a few. I have decided to make a bail for this pendant here. I'm going to do a fairly simple bail for this, and what I'm using is some 20 gauge stainless steel soft wire, and you can use art wire, you can use anything that's 20 gauge, should work. Some are softer than others. This one is soft, but it isn't as soft as perhaps some art wire or something like that. But either way, it'll work. So what I've done is I've just kind of run it through my fingers, or you can run it through your nylon nose pliers a couple of times just to get the consistency a little bit harder, a little bit stiffer. Run it through your fingers a couple times. And then you're going to want to put one end of the wire through the hole of the pendant. Leave one end longer than the other. So I'm going to leave this end about 7 inches long. And then you're going to use the other end, the shorter end, and you're going to bring it around very gently and bring it back through. Try to do it in an arc so that you don't kink your wire. Bring it back through the hole of the bead. And get you closer. So I've just bent it around and I'm just bringing it back through the hole of my pendant. And then I'm just going to pull on that end, trying not to pull the other wire. I'm going to use my flat nose pliers and I'm just going to very gently pull. As I pull, it should straighten it out and make it a nice circle. I'm leaving my finger inside the circle so that I can kind of guide the size of it. Pull my finger out and I'm just going to make it just a little bit smaller by pulling on both sides here. Now, depending upon what you're going to string this on will be the size of your loop that you've just made. But you can see how it straightens it out pretty nice. Then you're going to take the short wire again, bring it back through one more time. Now you've got wires in there, so you have to kind of go around them. See if I can stay in camera here. There. And again, I'm going to try to hold this steady and just pull on this wire. Get my flat nose pliers and just pull it very slowly, very gently until it forms another loop. Then I'm going to get my round nose pliers and I'm just going to kind of straighten them out. And pull on either wire to make them about the same size and the same shape, like so. Just takes a little work, but you can do it. and back off a little. I hope I'm staying in camera. Every time I try to do wire work, I get out of camera because my hands have to go everywhere. Now I'm going to take my shorter wire, okay, and I'm going to wrap it around the back of these 2 loops I just made, and I'm going to try to do it as neatly as possible, going down to the bottom of the loops and just wrap it around. Use very controlled movements, do it slowly, and just bring this around. Here I'm going to take my round nose pliers and I'm just going to make a tiny spiral at the end here. So I've just wrapped my round nose pliers, made a loop, like so, and then I'll take my flat nose pliers and I'll begin to coil the wire. It doesn't have to be perfect, just a loop, and I'm just going to lay it down over my bead here. And then I'm going to take my long wire and I'm going to start wrapping it around. So I'm going to come around from here. I'm going to go around that little spiral I made. I'm actually going to lift that little spiral up and bring this wire tighter under it. Lay it over the top maybe. And you can arrange it as you see fit. Then I'm just going to continue wrapping my new wire until I get a couple of inches left. I'm going to make a spiral on the end of this. So just take my round nose pliers, make a little loop, and then make a spiral. Just rolling the wire around. Now you can roll it as tight or as loose as you like. You can make an open spiral, you can make a closed spiral, it doesn't matter. Mine is going to be rather open. And I'm just going to keep turning it. I'm going to bring it down. And then I think I'll curve this wire a little bit with my pliers. And just play with it until I figure out where I want to put this spiral. Yeah, it's not big enough, so I'm going to make the spiral a little bit bigger because it's just not turning out very pretty there. There. And I have made a bail for my big pendant here. And you can just put a cord through there, or you can put a chain through there. I might string something to put on here. And so let me get a few more beads out of our little box and see what I can do with this now. I have decided to string something for this, and what I've gotten out is I've cut about a 24-inch piece of tiger's tail wire. You can use any beading wire you have, like Bead Soft Flex, it doesn't matter. This is a piece of tiger's tail. It's a little bit finer than perhaps the medium Soft Flex, but any beading wire should work as long as it's not really coarse. I mean really large in diameter. You should be able to use almost any that you have on hand. Then I'm going to use a size 2 Bead crimp bead. And I've got out some of my Toho 11Os, and this is a nickel plate, and I'm just going to use a few of those. I'm going to work from the center of my wire and then out. So I'm going to pick up, oh, I don't know, about 6, maybe 8 11O seed beads. Let me see if I can pick them up. So, okay, 1, 2, 3. I've got 3 on there. Oh, it's going to take forever. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Let me just tell you in advance, I am designing, so this is going to be a little bit of a bumpy road. It's not going to be you know, everything planned out. Now I'm going to take one end of my beading wire and I'm going to slide my pendant over it and try to get those 11O seed beads somewhat centered, like so. And I think that I'm going to put on each side, I'm going to put 2 more 11O seed beads. So we'll have 12 beads on our wire. And I'm going to bring this down. Okay, now I'm going to put the ends of my wires together so they're nice and neat. And then I'm going to grab a crimp bead, or 40 of them. Jeez. This should be a size 2, yes it is. And I'm just going to slide both wires through this crimp bead. If you have to do one at a time, that's fine, but you should be able to get them both. And then I'm just going to slide this crimp bead straight down to my beads and just pull on it until they're nice and neat. My beads are tight. And then I'm going to grab my crimping tool. I'm trying to retain the tension in this circle here so that none of my beads have gaps in them. And this could be a trick. And then I'm just going to grab my crimping tool, and as I hold on to my crimp bead, I won't crimp it yet. I'm just going to adjust my wires and use my crimping tool to get my tension. I don't want my wires crossed, I don't think. Let me see. I want to do them straight. See how my wires are going to lay if I do them parallel. Okay, well, then I'm going to grab my crimping pliers. I'm going to push that crimp bead down and squeeze it. So I have crimped a circle like this. And this is a little awkward. It takes a little practice. Don't worry about it. But I'm going to get you close so you can see what I did with the crimp bead. So I've just pushed it down on top of these 11 O's and crimped it. And you can see that the back is crimped. I used the second divot in my crimp bead to do that. So that's the one that squishes it down and creases it. And then you use the top divot in your crimp plier or your crimping tool, and you just squeeze it again so that it closes those two together, like so. Then I am going to grab one of these bumpy beads that came with the bead box, and I'm going to drop it down over my crimp bead because I think that'll be cool. If it'll go down over it, doesn't always. Now let me crimp this a little tighter, see if it'll go down. If it won't, I'll just put it on top of it, no biggie. And slide it down again, see if it'll work. If not, I see if I have something whiter holding our beads here, but maybe not. Yeah, see, squishing it down, now it falls right over that crimp bead, like so. That's kind of pretty. Now I'm going to split my wires apart, and I'm just going to find some beads that I like, and we've got some more picture jasper here. So I think I'm going to start with, I think I'll put 11 seed bead or 2 on each side first, just so that my wires will lay nicer. I think I'll put 2 on each side. Back off a little. Okay. I'll have to squish that little spiral down and arrange it a little better. so it doesn't stick up. And then I'm just going to grab some of my picture jasper here. Let's see, what do I want to use? I'll put like 3 on each side here. Jeez Louise, my hands are just not working today. Come on, go on there. Yeah, that's pretty cool. So I'm just going to use some of the beads that I got from this box. I've got 3 different types of picture jasper, so I think I'll string that, and then I'll come back and we'll clasp the ends with those cute little clasps we got. But this is what it looks like so far. And I'll be back in a minute, and I'm just going to string one side, decide what beads I want to use, and then I'll string the other side, and we'll clasp them and call it a project. Okay, so let's see. I have done both ends, and I just put a little clip on this side so that while I work and put my clasping on this side, that side won't fall apart. So I just did both sides at the same time so that I could keep it symmetrical and kind of keep my colors the same on either side, which is hard to do with gemstones, but I wanted it to be kind of consistent in color on either side. So that's what I have. And now I'm just going to, you can see that at the end of my chain, or at the end of my stringing, I put some 11-0 seed beads just to make sure it's small enough to where this clasping will work correctly. This clasping is a little different. It's got the hoop on the back here, so I'm going to see how this works. We'll see. I'm going to drop a crimp bead down on my wire, and I'm going to put my clasping on, go through it, and then go back through my crimp bead and all 4 of these 11-0 seed beads if I can. Let me get you close. Just in case you don't know how to string, you might want to see it. So, okay. Once I get it through all my beads that I want it to go through, then I need to stop because I'm going through all of them on my line. Alright, let me pull that out and go back. There we go. Now, I'm coming through all of these beads here. I'm going to hold on to this side here and pull. Oh, I just let go of it again. Darn it. Fingers aren't working very good, guys, today. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab my flat nose pliers. I'm going to grab a hold of this. I'm going to hold on to the side that doesn't slide when I pull. So I want to just keep this consistent. One of the ways you can do it is just hold on to it with a plier and just pull. Like so, until you get the size you want of a loop around your clasping. So that's what that looks like. Now I am going to get my crimp pliers, and both of my wires are laying horizontally inside there, so you don't have to worry too much about it. You don't really want your wires to cross inside if you can avoid it. Sometimes you can't. Then we're going to take our crimping pliers and we're going to go onto the crimp bead in the hole closest, or the divot closest to the handle, and we're just going to squeeze. And you want to make sure before you do that that you don't have a lot of slack in your strand that you're crimping off. A little tiny bit is good because you want your beads to move freely, but you don't want a lot. And then after you have crimped your first crimp, you can see there's a crease in the middle, and you can see how both of my wires are encased separately into little tubes. That's why you want them to lay parallel, so that they will encase like that. Then you go into the second divot on your pliers, the one closest to the nose of the tool, and then just crimp again. And that's what that should look like. It just pushes those two tubes together. And then take your wire cutters, cut off your wire. And that is my clasping. Now, I'm going to do the other side off camera and come back and I'll show you the finished project. Okay, and there you have it, a gemstone pendant necklace. And really didn't take much time. It's pretty easy to do, and I spent $17, or that's what the box costs, $17, and I can still make a whole bunch of stuff because I still have charms, and I still have stones, and I have bicones, I have all kinds of things that I could still use to make more pieces. And I could just finish up with these jasper and make a bracelet to match too, maybe even a little stretch bracelet, and have something pretty, and maybe even just a couple dangles, just use some head pins and make some pretty little picture jasper dangles to go with this. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed this bead box opening, and get yourself one. Go to beadboxbargains.com. Let's see. Let me make sure, because sometimes I say the wrong thing. Imagine that. So yes, bargainbeadbox.com. And put in the code GGC2 and you'll get $2 off your first subscription. If you're a new subscriber, you'll get $2 off the box. Anyway, there you have it. Have a good weekend. Bye-bye.